see where it's at, folks. That's how good we are. Maybe I'll show some of you someday, but it is me, Mike Vanderpool, aka a whole bunch of names, hanging out here. And I think we're live. Are we live? We might be live. Let's go. Let's go. We are live. Says we're waiting, but it also says we're live. Maybe it's going to take a couple seconds to kick in. We'll wait till we're actually live here. There we go. All right. Says we're still waiting. Looks like we're waiting. There we are. Hey, hi, me. There's me. Still waiting. Hi, me. All right. So what's up, folks? This is going to be down and dirty, kind of as quick as possible, because I know your attention. Let's design a landing page using AI. So I am, again, Mike Vanderpool. I do all kinds of fun stuff. I teach college. I build Legos. I do a whole bunch of other things. Follow me on the LinkedIn and you'll see what I do. But today we're going to create a landing page for a service that my company and some others are going to be offering, and that is going to be office hours. One of the things that we know is that people need help with all kinds of different things. I've got design thinking skills. I've got some learning design skills. I'm going to start offering those up here in a couple weeks as summer sets and I'm out of class. In order to be able to provide those services to people who may need help design thinking around some problems that they have within their organizations, and then also some chief officer, fractional CLO, chief learning officer services to help people maybe develop learning plans for their folks. So let's just get started. I'm going to open up ChatGPT. Yeah, you know me. Let me go ahead and do that here. And we'll then go ahead and present that screen. Share screen. Let's just go ahead and we're going to try to use ChatGPT to, there we go. You'll see all of our faces there. There we go. There we go. Now I should see just our ChatGPT. We're going to use ChatGPT. There we go. There we go. We're going to use ChatGPT to design a landing page. So what can I help with? I want to design a landing page. All right. Let's see how this responds. Part of the exploration here is to figure out how we can prompt and best use ChatGPT for some of these things. So what's the purpose? Okay, see, what I don't like is how it always floods us with everything here. Can we slow down and can you ask me one question at a time? So I'm going to be building some GPTs and some things to help deal with some of these problems. But look, like it's already given me way too much to read here. Definitely need to slow all of this down. So I always ask ChatGPT to slow down. There we go. What's the main purpose of your landing page? All right. We'll be selling office hours for design thinking and fractional CLO services. Da, 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 da. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I think that what we'll hopefully end up with here, and we're actually going to test to see how well ChatGPT can do with a mock-up of this stuff. So who is your ideal for customer? We're going to say small, well, not even that. Let's say mid to large companies, large-sized companies who are looking to solve problems, innovate around existing products and services, or develop learning plans for how their people grow. Maybe I'm just making an assumption there, but we'll see what happens here. All right, ChatGPT will do some of its thinking here. Let's go ahead and make this more bigger. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Speaking to leaders at mid and large size companies. There we go. When someone lands on this page, what's the one thing you want them to do? Book office hours. Right. Whenever we talk about like purpose and landing page and thinking about these things, what we're going to want to do is we want to make sure there's one central focus, like within our slide presentation, within our email, within any way that we're communicating. We want to simplify things as much as possible. Let's make sure there's one thing we want people to do. It's not even find out more. I don't even want you to find out more. I want you to book office hours with me. We will provide all of that outside of this design. And that was asking about the services. There's Calendly, there's some other things. The team that I have here will be doing some stuff. I'm not sure exactly what tool we'll be using, but let's see here. What vibe or visual style are you going for? Clean and minimalistic, bold and modern, sci-fi, tech, corporate and professional, creative or energetic. And let's see here. What would best appeal to forward-thinking companies? I don't even know if that's the right way to say it, but that's what I'm going to ask. Because, I guess that's part of the conversation, and maybe we need to do a little bit more digging and thinking around this. It's like, what actual companies would buy these services? Now, I've done this for free with some folks, and those have been small organizations that could use the help, right? Clean and modern layout, shows clarity and polish, subtle emotion or interactivity. There we go. Bold but minimalistic typography, muted color palette. I like that. Let's go. I have no idea what it's going to do after I say let's go. Here's a section by section. Okay, this is good because what it's going to give us, you'll see here, is going to be like an outline that if we really look at it, is probably going to look like a slideshow, right? See, each of these sections, if we were to think about these sections as a PowerPoint presentation or a Google Slides presentation, each slide, each section of the page should be presenting one thing, right? Hero section above the fold, that's going to say who we are with a quick call to action button. Sweet. You're leading a company with big ambitions. We help you make them real. Okay. Who's it for? I'm not sure if I like that subheading. We can figure that. Those bullet points look okay. How office hours work. This is great. Because what we're thinking about here, I'm going to capture your attention here. Then who's it for? Okay, we don't need to tighten this thing up here, but is it for me? Okay, sweet. I'm going to keep going. How to book hours. Here we go. Perfect. And then about the services, about the fractional CLO. What about the design thinking? We don't have in there real world impact. We'll have our testimonials. Again, with the call to action. I like this. Make sure we include the, what are we including? Make sure we include the design thinking services as well. All right. We're going to get this thing done quick. This will be nice. Quick and easy. That's what we like. Leveraging this AI tool in order to make this happen. Hero section. Let's spend a little more time on this. Office hours for forward-thinking leaders. So let's change the headline. We help forward-thinking leaders achieve more. I like that better. We'll test it and we'll work on that. Wait for this whole thing to get done. We'll add in some more steps. That's the other thing I don't like is sometimes it's hard to interact with specific parts of the document. That might be what I would really like to do. I'd like to be able to highlight that and actually edit this on the fly or make suggestions and annotate on the fly. That would be a really good feature, ChatGPT. Look me up. We'll make it happen. Whether you're reimagining your product, tackling a tough internal challenge, or designing a culture of learning, book time with a fractional CLO and design thinking strategist who makes things happen. Call to action right here. Visual cue will be clean. Modern background with geometric or abstract idea spark motif. Okay, I can dig that. I don't know what idea spark motif is, but we'll see. What you get split into 2 columns: design thinking services, fractional CLO services. I can dig that. That's not too much information on a page. That's our services. Why did the who it's for get switched? Who is it for? Right, so that got placed inside of there. Do we like that layout? I think we want to move the who's it for. Think differently. I don't think we want to do that. Change think differently to achieve more. We don't want to think differently. That's a little bit too close. Act intentionally. All right, you need momentum to stick around an idea. Okay. Use the word align or alignment when possible, but not too much. Move section 3 before, or switch section 3 and 2. Switch section 2 and 3. Cool, cool, cool. How office hours work, I like that. Time or icon based was the layout. Book a time, no prep required. Bring a real world challenge. Walk away with clarity. Next steps and a path forward. I like that. Book your time right there. About your guide. That'll be me. I like that now. I work at the intersection of innovation, education, and execution with a background in building programs, running workshops, and aligning teams. I bring hands-on experience and a bias towards action. I love that. Think of me as your fractional leader meets design sprint co-pilot. Real world solutions, optional sections. Let's go, let's go. All right, all right. I like that with the testimonials. Final call to action. 1 hour can change your trajectory. All right, let's go. Let's fix it up based on those recommendations. We'll take a look again. And then after this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and have it see if it can render a mock-up for me. That'd be pretty cool, right? All right, all right. We're going to get a double check here. This is nice. Hero section captures attention. Who's it for? Beautiful thing. What you get. Awesome, awesome, awesome. How they work. About me. That's cool. Real world results. We'll talk about. Yep, we'll get our quotes in here. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Our testimonials in here. Final call to action. I love it. I love it. Let's see a mock-up. Oh, and it can even give us HTML and CSS for this. That could be kind of cool. Let's go. Do 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 do. You know what? That would be nice too. ChatGPT, OpenAI. Can we get like some hold music here, or maybe some stuff on the side, right? Some things while these images generate and stuff happens over here to like keep me engaged. Because now I'm going to click off and go check on StreamYard. Hey, I'm watching this by myself. What's up? What's up? That's all good. Sometimes talking to yourself is the best way to have an intelligent conversation. Or a sign of insanity, which I'm down for either. All right, let's go ahead here and let's see a landing page for office hours. Let's see what else is out there, right? Do we have any images of this stuff maybe? Co-working space, office hours, flat base. See how all these things kind of look the same. We'll have to be really conscious of like the color palette. Grow your business, go with us, start your new business today. Office, it's really got to be discover design internships with top tech companies. I kind of like that. We check that out. Landing page templates. Let's see. I'm going to open up another chat window. What's a good color scheme for a design thinking / learning business? We'll see. Maybe we've had like a game or something to play here. Oh, here we go. We help forward thinking. Ooh, let's go. Hey, that almost looks like me too. So that's not horrible. We help forward thinking leaders achieve more. All right. Book office hours. We want that button to be a little bit more, those stand out a little bit more. Book time, bring a challenge, leave with clarity. Kind of like that. It's not horrible. It doesn't feel like it has all of our sections. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. Why do we not have all of our sections represented, right? We have 1. Who's it for? Okay, so do this. Present each section like a slide with a supporting image. Make the buttons orange. Keep the blue. We like the blue for the accents. We'll see what happens here. Wait a second. Why is YouTube showing me that there's 0 people here when I'm actually watching it? Those numbers are kind of wild. We'll see. Ooh, we're getting 2 responses here. Okay, I like this. Color schemes it's giving us. Electric blue, sunset orange. Sweet, we can apply these colors. Let me grab this. Oh, alternate vibe-driven palettes. Interesting. Warm and human-centered. Ooh, that could be kind of cool. Ooh, I like those. Show yes. Well, we'll just say yes. See what that says. need like multiple computers, right? Because I need more than one AI. Speaking of computers and AI, for those of you that don't know, I'm Mike Vanderpool. I do a whole bunch of fun stuff, including running Anthony Wayne Innovation and Design. Well, I shouldn't say that. I've stepped down as CEO. I'm just the founder now, and one of the independent. What do they call those? Independent people, deliverables. What do they call those? Anyway, I have AI running my company now. So every morning we have a conversation. The CEO of my company, ChatGPT, tells me what I should do. I'm using that to actually build out a product to help CEOs be better CEOs by being able to leverage AI and have conversations with the AI. But here it is, Anthony Wayne Innovation and Design. There's our mission statement. We also do design thinking, applied innovation, strategic alignment. This will be a little bit about us. We're going to have a link to our office hours page here, which is what we're creating here. Ooh, there we go. Well, okay, so that's just the first slide. I kind of like that. See, it really does still struggle. Let's go. We'll take this one here for this response. I like this for the hero section. Can you give me the next section? All right. We help forward-thinking leaders achieve more. Yes, we do. All right. There's the color scheme. Let's dial it into the first mock-up. Core vibe is going to be futuristic. Here we go. What's the main call to action? Book office hours. There we go. Oh, wow. It's asking us a whole bunch of questions here. Second section going. So this image was created with AI. The mission statement was created by our AI CEO. We haven't given our AI CEO a name yet. I'm thinking about Albert Einstein, spelled with the letter I. That could be kind of cool, right? Let's do this while we're waiting. We'll go to Open Art, and you'll see some of these images I've generated here. I also have some images for a brand site I'm working on, coffee. Create a character, and let's create an image of an AI CEO with the name Al Einstein. How do you spell Albert Einstein, right? Is it EIN or EIN? There we go. EIN. All right, there we go. We'll ask this. We'll see what happens. We'll create 4 images. We'll come back to that. Multitasking, folks. Ooh. I kind of like that. I like that better than that. Ooh. That's kind of cool. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do this. We'll download this image, throw that here, and then we'll say, use this. We'll pull this image in here as reference. Sweet. It's kind of cool. Wait, oh, here we go. That I think see, that looks too much like Albert Einstein. That one looks a little bit too much like me with coffee. I like this one. I think I like this one. Something I almost just bought. Linea is Latin for alignment. There we go. I think this might be our new CEO. Folks, welcome to Al Einstein, spelled with an I, not an E. All right, it's creating the image. We're coming in here. Is this color palette? See, it almost feels like I want to mix between like that dark, the blue and the the purple here, I don't like the purple. I like the blue. I don't like the purple. Maybe that should be the orange, though. We'll have to really think about the color palette here. So if you want to use, look at a color palette, make it happen. Let's go. Let's go. We'll pull this in here. We'll set this. See, this blue is really, really nice. We like this. Let's go to the color wheel. And now let's lock. How do we lock? I thought we could lock one of these. We'll use that as the base color. We'll look at analogous, monochromatic. That's not bad. Let's look at the complementary though. So we can't get, how do we get an orange in here? Split complementary. Maybe too dark. Let's change the tint. Let's come in here. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work. Tinting is just adding white or black to the color here. Let's go back now to complementary. Split complementary. Yeah, not really happy with any of those color palettes, in all honesty. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. We would like to get maybe some of this blue and orange in there. Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. All right. Let's see what our good friends over here have. Ooh, that's okay-ish. For one of the sections, right? We can alternate between that and that. And if we get this accent here, maybe we replace that with like an image. All right, I can like that. I can dig that. Okay. Give me a full wireframe. Let's see what it does with the wireframe. So we're still going to mess around here and see exactly what we want. Let's see. Let's see. We might use GoDaddy to help make this happen. Let's try something different. Here. That's not the wireframe. Yeah, yep. We already saw this. Let's go just a wireframe. That's what I want, a wireframe. Wireframe is just going to be the boxes. Different vibe, more, less techie. Go less techie. Yeah. Let's go modern and professional. Let's do modern, see what that comes up with here. Oh, geez, I wonder what this is going to spit out. Ooh, solve challenges and align on innovation. You're navigating complexity, pressure, and change. This is where attraction starts. Okay, book office hours. I like that. That's cool. We work what we work on together. Here we go. We do not have the who's it for in here yet. I thought I'd ask for that to be put above. That's one of the things too. You're never, not never. Currently, you're really going to have a problem getting, at least from my experience with ChatGPT, to like be consistent and cohesive here. Right there we go. There we go. I don't actually hate this as a layout. What about the who is it for section? Okay, and it'll be interesting to see how much you can actually map to this. It'll be really interesting to see how much that works. Oh, there we go. See if we'll actually put that in. Ooh, I like this color palette. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to download this, and then I'll bring this over into the color wheel. I'll extract the theme here. Oh, that's a nice color palette. Ooh, I like that. I really like that. We'll keep this. We'll call this office hours here. Okay. We'll save that. Man, oh man, can we get an orange into this? I wonder if that's the orange we want, or if that's the orange we want. The gold. I kind of like the gold. Let's copy that. And let's see if, can you make the button, this will be interesting to see if I can actually do this. Okay. Put it all together in a single wireframe, please. Oops, don't say please. That kills trees. Utilitarian. I think it's what it actually means. All right. Is anybody still watching this thing? Nope, nobody's watching. That's okay. It's just me. That's fine. We'll cut this out. Boo, 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 boo. Let's go. We've got a few more minutes here before we need to hit the road. And I think we're actually pretty close to being done, right? We've got, I think, a decent color palette. We got a decent layout. We're looking at referencing what we've got going on here. We'll probably just make this happen with our GoDaddy thingamahoo here. Oh, there we go. See, I like that. I like that. So let's download this. And then we'll do this. Make a mock-up using this image as a reference. So here's the thing, right? With AI and all these other things currently, it's for ideation, not for final product. It's going to give you a chance to start to visualize things faster. It's going to give you a chance to have some happy accidents because of just the inherent nature of just the weirdness of what ChatGPT is doing right now with some of its replies and some of its brain, what do they call that? Goldfish memory. But I mean, here we go. Again, we're missing some of the parts, but at the end of the day, it's okay. And from here, what I can do is I can take this mock-up, and I've played with it enough. I've dorked around some colors. I think I like where it's at. We'll see what this looks like. And then I can take this into a better tool, right? Like Figma or even into Google Slides. I'm asked this thing to spit out HTML and CSS, and we might even take a look at what that looks like, right? So let's go to CodePen. For those of you that don't know what CodePen is here, we'll just go ahead and log in. Can I log in with my Gmail? There we go. I think so. We should be okay. So CodePen is a place where we can dump in code rather quickly here. We'll create a new pen, and we can dump in our HTML and CSS, and it's actually going to show us what this thing will look like. I think we can do this from a different view. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. So there's going to be our landing page. All right. All right. Give us the HTML. And I don't, so like that light blue background, I really do not like at all right now. Some of the shapes I'm not really fond of. I think it's okay. Let's see what this will spit out when we talk about HTML and CSS. It should do that faster. I mean, I get it, right? I can kind of dig it. Let's do this. For last thing we're going to do is we're going to ask it to spit out the HTML and CSS. We'll throw that over into CodePen. CodePen, we can render things really, really quickly, and we will go from there. Okay, so here's the index.html. It looks like it's a little bit more complete. This is cool. I like this. I like this a lot. It's using div and strong. Is it supposed to use div and strong at this point? Let's copy this, and we'll dump this into our HTML. And there we go. There's our page. And then we'll go over into our CSS, wherever our file is. Hey, Albert, over here. And then We'll come over here and dump in our CSS. And there we go. So it doesn't have any of the images. That's fine. We could always work those in. We help forward-thinking leaders achieve more, align your team, solve complex challenges, and spark innovation one conversation at a time. I love that. Book hours here, innovate and learn, get fresh perspective, build alignment, move from friction to flow. I like that. Who it's for, mid to large size companies. We should just say companies looking to solve problems, innovate around products and services, or develop growth plans for their people. Okay, we may have to see about the messaging in there, if it's a little mixed or not. What we work on together, design thinking, fractional CLO, how office hours work, book time, bring a challenge, and leave with clarity, actionable next steps. And there's book office hours. I mean, yeah, it doesn't have any of its images or anything else like that, but we wouldn't probably want to use any of those images unless it's an image, of course, of our CEO, Mr. Albert Einstein with an I. So here we go. I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to post this over on LinkedIn because, folks, you know I love LinkedIn. Here we go. Let me cancel. Can I just actually paste it in here? Did I download it? We'll go here. You know me. I like to have fun. I'm a fun person, maybe. We'll just go ahead and download this. We'll drag this over here. Just took a headshot of our new, just made a headshot of our new company CEO, Al Einstein. Welcome aboard, Al. And it's AI enhanced. So that's the tagline we're using here. So anyway, folks, I think that's enough. We've got some fun things going on. We use ChatGPT for a headshot of our new company CEO, Al Einstein. Welcome aboard, Al, because Al looks like AI as well. That's pretty hilarious. And we went through ChatGPT, we ideated and mocked up and planned around from a simple prompt. I want to design a landing page. We went through and had to slow it down because you always almost have to slow ChatGPT down. It's going to spit out information way too fast, and it's going to ask you to answer 20 questions when really you just want to and need to answer one. We talked through some of the design of it. We agreed and worked through some of the different ways to arrange the page, some specific text for the page. We also used ChatGPT to mess around with different potential color schemes here and get some ideas around that. We also used the Adobe Color, so color.adobe.com, to pull out some of these color palettes and do some other fun stuff here with this. We extracted a theme from one of our images here, something like that. We pulled out, here's the images. We went ahead and also did some things with AI just while we waited. And then we put the HTML and CSS that ChatGPT put out, and that gave us kind of just this basic layout of our page, which is pretty cool. So we're going to go ahead now, folks, and just hop off. It's about 25 minutes. That's more than most people can stay with me. So I do appreciate the time, energy, effort that you put into looking at what I've got going on. If you want to find out more about me and what I'm doing, it's going to be Michael Vanderpool here with Anthony Wayne Innovation and Design. I'm also a teacher out at Defiance College. Love doing fun stuff. I'll keep making it happen here on YouTube. Appreciate you all. Thank you for your time and energy today. Let's just keep making it happen. Be good to each other. Oh.